fuck loves Tony G?
He doesn't know how bad he looks to the people at home.
Phil folds. King 10 for E-Dub.
It's 800 there. Straddle.
Oh, sorry.
The awkward limp.
I just love that.
Daniel on the button, raises to 3,500. Doyle folds. Ace-Queen for Phil Laak. Calls.
Okay.
8-6 suited for Tony G. Also calls.
Daniel's attempt to thin the field pre-flop hasn't exactly worked out.
Oh, Daniel. Can't believe you put me in this spot, yo. You put in a bad spot right now, man.
It's kind of what I do.
It's a lot of money to call out of his own pocket.
And so he folds.
Oh, I really want to call that. If that flop, hey, my flop come out, I'm just going to walk away and go side of her. Yeah.
Ace, King, Deuce on the flop. Laak checks top pair. Tony G checks.
Daniel's looking at making a continuation bet on the button, hoping everyone missed.
And that bet is 6,500.
Laak's passive style still working out. His opponents keep betting into him when he has the best hand and when they don't have much of a chance of catching up.
Phil calls.
By just calling, he disguises the strength of his hand.
No outs. It's not good.
Tony G out of the way as we now have two players to the turn. Ace of clubs, so make it trip aces for Laak. He checks.
His hand improves. He checks, hoping Daniel will continue doing his bidding and betting for him.
Daniel reaching for more chips. This time makes it 9,000 to go.
Daniel obviously not betting for value, trying to get Laak to fold a king.
Is Phil just Hollywood in this?
He's actually trying to decide if Daniel will call a raise or if he should just call Daniel's bet.
And he just calls.
Violent call. Violent. Knock the ace out the park.
Phil's got three aces. Doesn't look all that comfortable.
The river card, the jack of diamonds. And Laak checks yet again.
At this point, Daniel's raised pre-flop, fired on two streets. Phil Laak would not mind having a cheap showdown.
Daniel's going to fire again, it looks like. 28 grand this time.
Big third barrel.
Oh, and you know I can't fold, too. That's what's so sick. Pre-flop, I was like, does he have two kings? But I can't fold, can I? I have too big a hand. I mean, you would do that with ace king, ace deuce, ace jack, pocket kings, just about everything. I might as well have just a solo king, but I don't. I have a very nice hand. I'm not strong enough to fold. I wish this happened earlier instead of later. I feel like I'm paying you off. I feel like I'm paying you off, but I don't know if I can fold. I don't think I can fold, Daniel. Danielson, me not strong. Me not know how to fold.
That was like a combination of Yoda and the Karate Kid.
You knew I was calling the river when you bet 9. I mean, this is a chance for me to be... I could make a hero fold. I know I'm not going to fold. Pocket deuces, maybe? 30,000.
There's the call.
Oh, you wanted to fold so bad, too. You got it. Just do it, too.
Oh, the Yoda kid makes the right decision.
What do you want? I mean, you give the speech, you just pick it up.
I don't know.
You're a tough man to bluff.
When he bets the river, I know that he has it because he knows I'm going to call, so he can't bet unless he has
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's when you're a champion. You just like that. You induce the bluff.
Phil rakes in a pot of almost 100 grand.
He's supposed to have me beat. In a cash game, I'm beat there every time I call.
So Phil has a monster stack with over $200,000 in profit. Daniel's coughed up some coin over the last few hands, but still is up nearly 70K. The loose cannon sits at almost 54,000. And remember, if he maintains that profit after 150 hands, he's going to have to decide whether to keep the money or come back and risk it all and play another week. As we play on, Phil Laak raises to 800. It's a min raise. Tony G gets out of the way.
Did you raise or straddle?
Raise.
Phil Hellmuth, small pocket pair, limps in. E-Dub is OUT. Daniel in the small blind, 10-7 suited, makes the call.
Oh, it's a good script so far for this hand.
Very good script.
Doyle's in as well, so 4 players to the flop, which is Jack 7-5, 2 diamonds. Daniel with sevens and a flush draw checks. So does Doyle.
Daniel's got the best hand with a pair of sevens.
Phil Laak with his flush draw, bet of 400.
Only 400 for Hellmuth to call and try to peel off a 3. Although he should know the 3 of diamonds would be big trouble for him. You see Doyle has the 3 of hearts. He's drawn pretty thin.
Phil does call.
With a pair and a flush draw, even though his flush draw is no good, Daniel's probably going to raise here to try to build himself a pot.
He's listening to you, Joe. Raised to 4,000. Doyle folds. Phil Laak quickly calls. And Phil Hellmuth gets out of the way.
That's you and me again.
Yeah, I'm going to try to bluff you 3 times again. Let's see.
I think I kind of know what you have, I think.
You do?
6 of spades on the turn.
Phil Laak now has a pair and a flush draw himself. That's going to make it very difficult for Daniel to get him to fold.
Daniel bets 7,000.
Maybe I was wrong.
You put me on King 7 of diamonds?
No.
In that neighborhood?
Something like...
Jack 10, Jack Queen, something like that?
No, I just put you on like a 4 high flush draw. So now I figured...
That makes it straight. Strassa.
Phil's making a pretty good read again. He is missing the part about the pair of sevens.
Laak makes the call.
Phil Laak.
Laak's looking for a diamond. A king or a 6 would improve his hand as well.
We're off to the river, and there's that 6.
Laak makes trips again. Really running good tonight.
Gee, what a sick card.
You said it, Daniel. Phil's been calling you the whole way. Your hand hasn't improved. Daniel, you're behind even top pair now. He checks. Phil's trying to put Daniel on a hand. He wants to get as much value as possible.